way he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. And so the parents are not honouring God, and so they're not bringing up their children to honour God either.
Yes, Sister Ann,
Yeah, I believe, I agree with Tricia, and believe that they have really to be taught. Like, they go to school to be taught, but today it's sad that they're not taught in schools, but they need to be brought up in a godly manner in the home. And I believe the spiritual leaders are really not rising up to their rightful place, and the spiritual leaders that God has ordained are the fathers. So they need to really guide their children in the spiritual path that God has for them. So we really need to pray for the fathers, for their spirits to be raised in a godly manner so that they can lead their children to a godly heritage.
That's really important. It's good to hear that from you this morning, because, you know, when I'm looking at the newscast this morning about this young girl, my heart just breaks for our society, and people no longer even have values anymore. So the question I'm asking again now, this generation of children, they no longer have values, you know. The values that we used to treasure when we grew up, I can imagine the same with you, you know, and like honoring your mother and your dad, and, you know, today the kids rule the home, you know, they tell you what to do, you know, and what do you think is responsible for this, and how do we rectify this?
Well, I believe that a lot of the problem is because that both parents are working and the children are left to their own devices. A lot of time the children come home from school, there's nobody there, and so they just do their own thing and they're looking after themselves. And so there's been no boundaries set for them to work within. And so children will push as hard as they can, and they'll do what they can if they're allowed to. And the parents really are responsible for this in not setting the boundaries in which they can work. And so it just comes as a thing where the children will just do their own thing.
Yes.
Well, I believe discipline is necessary, and God's method is discipline. He disciplines